So today I am working on the van. To cut a long story short, I haven't actually worked on the van in ages. It's just sat there going green again and stuff like that. But a mate of mine rang me up and he said to me that he's removed a Zetec turbo engine and a 6-speed gearbox out of his project car because he's fitted a different engine. I'll show you that at some point. So he said, do you want to buy the Zetec turbo engine and the 6-speed box out of my car? And I was like, nah, you know, I don't really want to be spending that sort of money on the, you know, the van. I don't use it enough. It just sits there. I really wanted to, you know, go a bit further with the standard engine and the standard turbo and, you know, maybe build the engine up, kind of like the engine I'm building up for the race car and that. But then he sort of made me an offer I couldn't refuse. So, yeah, basically I bought his engine. It's a fully forged Zetec. And the gearbox is a bit trick. It's not just a standard 6-speed gearbox out of a Mark 1 Focus ST170. It's the cases, but the gear kit is made by a company called Elite Transmissions. So it's got, like, you know, dog engagement and it's straight cut and all stuff like that. So it's going to be awesome in the van. So yeah, let's crack on. So this is the engine I've bought. Basically I had this exhaust manifold and I had this turbocharger sitting upstairs. This was made for me by Zoo Speed. I'll put a link in the description to their YouTube channel and their website and that. So I had this lot sitting on the shelf for ages, just waiting for an excuse to use it. But you know, I was kind of just waiting for something like, you know, the right time to come up. I didn't really want to throw this all on my van because, you know, the standard engine definitely wouldn't take it. This is the engine in question that I've bought. I built it about 3 years ago for a customer. It's a blacktop 2-litre Zetec and it's got Wisner forged pistons, PEC steel rods, King Racing big ends, ARP bottom end bolts. The cylinder head is standard port size, standard valves, standard cams, but it's got a set of cat cam valve springs in it. So it should be good for around, you know, 400 horsepower as it sits at the minute, something like that. So yeah, that's basically the engine that's going in the van. I didn't exactly plan it like this, you know, I kind of wanted to build the engine up in the van that I had, but you know, this sort of popped up for the right price at the right time, so that's basically what I've gone for. So yeah, that's what I'm going with. I've got old Jamie over there helping me today again. So hello. Hello. Anyway, we've got a few bits to do. We've got to do some MOTs and some brakes, and then we can crack on with the van, get it on the ramp and get the engine in. I'm not going to go and like show you a whole sort of how I'm going to fit an engine into a Transit Connect again, because this will be the 3rd time. So I'm literally just not going to film those little snippets. I'm just going to drop the engine out and then I'll just do some little bits and bobs along the way as I go. So yeah, let's crack on. Well,
so let's try and look a bit more professional, have a tool bench sitting around there.
Nah, no time for that. Right, so Jamie's literally in there like swimwear, ain't you, mate? He's been pulling it apart while I've been doing other stuff. So now I've finished, I can help him, you know, strip it out. Just been having a little quick look for like room. So I've measured from the edge of the cylinder head there to the radiator is like 28 centimeters. So if you come over to the new engine that's going in with the turbo, roughly about 28 centimeters is there. So it is going to be tight, mate. It looks a lot better on the camera than it actually does in real life, but yeah, it'll go. Right, let's carry on getting the engine out. So we have the engine out of the van now. It kind of fell over when we sort of lowered it down, so can't really be helped, but so yeah, that's out. We need to just get all this stripped off now, and half the auxiliaries moved over onto the new engine. Also, not going to be using that gearbox anymore. And this is going to be the gearbox that I'm using. Now, this is a 6-speed Getrag gearbox out of a Mark 1 Focus ST170. And I've also got a solid flywheel and a paddle clutch, Helix paddle clutch to go with it as well, and all the gear cables and gear stick and all that crud to convert it over. Now, I know some of you will be thinking, why am I going to be getting rid of a Mark 1 Focus RS gearbox in favour for a 6-speed box? Because the Mark 1 RS box has got a diff, it's a lot better, they're a lot stronger, stuff like that. The reason is, This particular gearbox was built up by a company called Elite Transmissions. So it's a straight cut gearbox, and it's got a dog kit in it, and it's also got a proper plated diff in it. So it'll be far better than the you know, the ATB diff that comes with the Mark 1 RS. So that's why I'm doing this conversion, because it came up at a price that I couldn't really refuse. I had to have it, and I mean, who doesn't love the noise that Mark 1 RS, that a straight cut gearbox makes anyway? So it's gonna get interesting. So this is like the standard tower. This goes like under the center console, and this is the standard Transit Connect's gear selector, which just bolts on top of the tower like that. But obviously I only swapped this one for a 6-speed one, but this is a 6-speed one out of a Mark 1 Focus, and it sits a little bit flatter and it's a little bit longer. It hasn't got like this little kick up here. So when I try and bolt it on, because ironically the bolt holes will line up, which is nice at the back, but when I bolt it on at the front, it hits these little tag things here. So I'm going to yeah, just cut them off. It's the next job. Oh, and poor Jamie is upside down in the footwell trying to pull away all the insulation and pull away all the carpet and all like the lino stuff that comes standard in Transit Connects, because he's trying to unbolt the gear selector cable. So you having fun down there, mate?
Oh yeah.
Loads of fun, eh? But yeah, progress is getting there slowly. So that is the gear tower in. Got it all bolted down, trimmed the little brackets at the front, threaded the cables through, which are a nightmare. Just got to put all the centre console back in. They look kind of standard. I was quite impressed that all the bolt holes all line up. Ford must just use like one sort of size pattern and just sort of stuck with it over the years, so everything's pretty interchangeable. Right, okay, let me get back to work. So I've literally just finished bolting on the clutch and flywheel, which looks pretty damn Gucci, if I say so myself. Giving the box a little wash over there. Just got to build it all up, stick it in the hole. Oh, gear cables are all in. You've obviously seen that. It's very messy under here, but it does the job. So yeah, plodding on. Hey mate. Yeah. She's only in the hole. She's a bit swingy because, you know, she's only got 2 engine mounts at the minute and it's very messy, but this is progress. It's in. Look how much room there is with a 6-speed. It's mad, the length of an MTX compared to the length of a 6-speed. I'm well impressed. I've got a brand new pattern Focus ST170 back mount, so hopefully this will just be a plug and play as such, or fit and play, you know what I mean. So yeah, up Squire, straight in there, no mucking about. Look at that, bolted straight up. Just had to get a slightly shorter bolt, which we've had in stock. It's the first time. He just can't help himself, can he? He's been gagging to see if this Zeus Speed Turbo kit actually fits. Oh mate, that's gonna go in all, isn't it?
Oh, there's something in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of pipe work. Power steering pump's a bit. Yeah, if you want me to put a bolt in there, you've got another thing coming. You're a lot taller than me. Hang on, let me.
To be fair, look how much room.
Hang on, I can't reach. Give it a jiggle. Down a bit. Down a bit. To the big gearbox side of it. Down a bit more. Down a bit more. Down a bit. What are you trying to do, Manny, on the rocker cover? Come down.
It's too high. It's not high.
Oh, there it is. I can't get that bolt started.
Oh well, we know it fits.
Yeah. Sorry. Plenty of room though. We'll put that on in a minute. Wow. Jamie's just modding the lower boost pipe. Luckily there was some slack there, so this is where he tells me it don't reach. Does it reach?
Just.
Might have to have a bit of flex up, but
Should go.
yeah. Bodged up an oil drain, so that should work for now. I say for now, it'll stay like that forever. Got all the auxiliary belt back on. Quite tired now, if you can't tell, not as excitable. I've got like this second-hand Mark 1 RS decap pipe, so my plan is just to mig that onto the flange I've got for the back of the turbo, Can't see it that great, but you get the general idea. And then again, try and bolt it up to the standard system. So yeah, slowly getting there. Oh, and a mate of mine's found some drive shafts as well, because I didn't have no drive shafts, but he's found some and he's gone to pick them up. So hopefully the van will drive. Oh, sorry. You just want to fit it. You're hoping if you water it will become a full exhaust.
Well, I have heard like little rumours about it.
Doesn't look pretty, does it, Jay? But
Should work.
it will do the job. MIG-tastic. Literally just got to bolt that up now, and then cut and chop the standard bit a little bit, and then that's the exhaust all bodged up. It's enough to get it on the road anyway. So it has been a long old day. It's now 7:30, 35 minutes past 7. Been here this morning since like 9 AM, and we got the engine in and we've got it all plumbed in, all back together. I've got antifreeze in it. Got the new exhaust manifold on with the new turbo and all that. It's very messy at the minute. I've got a lot of tidying up to do. Obviously you see we made the downpipe, got that up. Just got to attach it to the standard system for now. There's a lot more room with the SD170 box, but where the SD170 gear linkages, I should have showed you this, but where the SD170 gear linkages point up compared to like back, like the MTX, all the like power steering pipes, the wiring loom and stuff like that, I've had to do so much like shifting about and cable tying and stuff just to, you know, keep it all to one side. But I was really looking forward to going for a drive, because obviously it's got a straight cut gearbox now, so I was like looking forward to testing that. But I've only got one drive shaft and it needs a CV boot as well. So yeah, I've kind of like run out of enthusiasm now. It's quite late, it is a Saturday. So yeah, that's probably pretty much it for this episode, unfortunately. Ends on a bit of a downer, but hopefully I will try and source another drive shaft, or maybe even a pair of shafts, who knows. And then I can get the van built back up properly and take it for a drive, because at the moment, it's stuck on the ramp. So I'm going to need this ramp Monday. So yeah, for now, ta.